So I'm going to use this little movement snack to basically share with you my obsession for band pull-aparts. I love them. I think that everyone should be doing them pretty much all the time. I think if you think about the amount of cardio that our legs and our lower body just gets because we're walking around life, when we think about our upper body just does not get that, and more than often than not, our shoulders around here, our back muscles and shoulder muscles are all kind of like stretched into position. We're very rarely here. And like I see a lot of dysfunction. Like I've personally had injuries that were because of that. I've seen a lot of dysfunction. I think, you know, we all know that being fully desk shaped is not the one, but it is where like life forces us to spend a lot of our time. And I think band pull-aparts are a really good way of just injecting some work into the upper back muscles, into just getting your just getting the blood flow going and getting everything kind of getting you so that you can sit upright again and find that open posture. So without further ado, the band pull-apart. So this is the pronated band pull-apart. So hands at about shoulder width, and then we are opening up. Notice that my arms aren't bending because this isn't a tricep movement. It is my back that I'm using to do this. So I'm always thinking about bringing my shoulder blades together. And what I don't want to do in this is I don't want to go like this, because really then what I'm doing is I'm kind of using my rib cage and my lumbar spine to do the job. I'm not really using my back muscles. So I'm going to tuck my ribs down and just make sure that I feel it in that kind of like upper mid-back between the shoulders area. So that is your basic pronated band pull-apart. You can make them fancy, you can go supinated, which will give you a little bit of a different stimulus. You can go diagonal, pronated or supinated. You can go diagonal the other way. I think that's pretty much it, isn't it? I don't think we're getting any more exciting with a band pull-apart, but I highly recommend you put them into your day. I think one thing that has been really helpful for me is just keeping one of these where I am. So like if I'm at my desk, that's literally a box, but it's my desk, then I will just have a band near me so that when I'm kind of like thinking or in between tasks, I can just pick it up and just hit a set of 10. If you could treat this like cardio, like you just get a fair few reps in, even if they're quite light, you'll find that it makes a big difference. So yeah, highly recommend it. Don't go too heavy on the band either. If you can't do it with your relatively smaller, relatively weaker back muscles, you just use your arms to take over. So there's no real point in like over-egging it. Just like make sure that you're moving it with the right stuff, and that's a far better thing. In terms of reps to aim for, if you're just starting out, I'd aim for 50 to 100 reps daily, depending on how well you tolerate them. But yeah, you can make it a little bit of a challenge. Like depending on how often you're performing them through the day, you can get a decent amount of reps in. And yeah, just keep an eye on your recovery. But as long as your upper back's not singing or screaming, should I say, then you will be fine. But yeah, it's really, really good movement, really good all-rounder. Highly recommend you do it. Will improve your mobility, your posture. If you've got niggling shoulder injuries and things like that, it's amazing how band pull-aparts can clear them up. Enjoy!